Right guys, here's your introduction to how to read your rep ranges during your first initial online training program. But if you are doing group PT or a PDF program, it still works the exact same. The focus is to be stronger and working with the rep ranges to become stronger. So sit back and take as much information as possible and let's carry on to the next stage. So as you know, the focus is to become as strong as possible. I like to call it heroic strength. We're not going to turn into Xena the Warrior Princess or The Rock, but we do want to be strong. We want to create strong foundations, take ourselves away from pain. Okay, the videos on all exercises are high quality. They're all run by myself, explain how to do every exercise to a T. So make sure you watch every single video. And if you'd want to or would like to, send the videos back for feedback. I want to make sure that you're doing the exercises correctly and efficiently so that you are going to build strength, but also do it in a position where you're not going to get hurt. And then for those who are doing online coaching or group PT, the focus is to reset the metabolism. Okay, so when we reset the metabolism, which is going to be by increasing our calories, by creating a stronger metabolic rate and improving our strength via low intensity exercise, then we can progress on to successful cuts. And they're that a lot of people struggle with. So again, we're going to build up our strength, build up our metabolic rate, improve our calories, reset the system, and then we're going to carry on then into cuts and become much leaner. For those who are doing their first online training program or have purchased the PDF printout, your program will be based on the GBC training program, which is the German body composition. Basically, we're going to be doing upper and lower body exercises together. There's going to be 5 phases initially. Phase 1, focus on 6 to 8 reps. Phase 2 will increase the reps up towards 10 to 12 reps. Phase 3, the heavy light method, which we'll explain in a minute. Phase 4, pyramid setting. And then phase 5, focusing again on 6 to 8 reps. So when we look at phase 1 and phase 5, there should be a significant difference in your strength. Before I move on to how the training phases work, the most important thing is that we're actually pushing ourselves to push heavier loads out or pull, okay? If we are not challenging the body, if we're not testing the body, if we are not pushing ourselves out of that comfort zone, then the body will not change a lot, okay? We will not be building as much strength. We will not be building much mean muscle mass if we are not pushing loads up, guys. So say for instance, it's 6 to 8 reps and you are always getting 40 kilo at 8 reps, then increase the load to 42.5. Yeah. And if you're still getting 8 reps, push up to 45. But let's just say the 45 kilogram on whatever exercise, you're going to achieve 6 reps. That is absolutely fine because we are still in the 6 to 8 rep range. So then we'll stick to the 45 kilogram until we start to get 3 sets of 8 or 4 sets of 8. And when we were getting 8 reps again for all of the 3 or 4 working sets, we pushed the load up to 47.5 kilogram and then 50 kilogram and so on and so forth. Again, take yourselves out of your comfort zone and push the loads up. Don't stress just getting the higher reps all the time. Push the load up, get the lower reps, then push the next set of reps and the next set of reps after that. And then you will become the strongest version of yourself. Okay, now looking at your first session for phase 1 on your training program, you'll notice that it says here's elevated goblet box squat, 3 sets at 6 to 8 reps, okay? And generally all the exercises are going to be 6 to 8 reps. Not too much stress, not too much to think about. We get 6 to 8 reps, we change exercise, we have a rest. Okay, it's about creating strong foundations. So we're using easier exercises. We start building the load up, getting used to the technique, getting our body accustomed to the strength training. It's as simple as that for the first 4 weeks, okay? We should see a good difference in load bearing for each exercise from the first week to the 4th week, but find your feet and slowly build them up. It's an easy phase to follow, like it says, 6 to 8 reps on a 2-0-1-0 tempo. So slowly down, drive up for your squats. For your rows, you pull her in, slowly extend. Then you have your rest, repeat. So again, quite simple and quite easy to work with. 6 to 8 reps, not too much stress, just enjoy. Okay, so for your second phase, we still work on 6 to 8 reps. We'll do some 8 to 10 reps, and we'll also do 10 to 12 reps. And then maybe the occasional 12 to 15 reps. The following session, as you can see, is for the 4 sessions per week. This is the second session, being the rack pulls and then the incline shoulder press. As you can see for the rack pulls, right there it says there's 4 working sets. Set 1 and 2, 6 to 8 reps, and then set 3 and 4, 10 to 12 reps. Now, working off the previous phase, we should know where we are with our 6 to 8 reps, and we should be pushing that load up just a little bit higher. We should not be doing the same load for 6 to 8 reps and 10 to 12 reps, because obviously the less reps, the more load we should be pushing. So just say we've got a heavy 6 to 8 reps, we've only achieved 6 reps at say 50 kilogram, then we'd decrease the load maybe to 40, 45 kilogram and hopefully push the 10 to 12 reps there on set 3 and 4. You'll notice that with each of the sessions, whether that's 3 sessions a week or 4 sessions per week, the main exercise will have 4 working sets, the first 2 being 6 to 8 reps and the second 2, 10 to 12 reps. Again, just to clarify, your 6 to 8 reps should be heavier than your 10 to 12 reps. Now, as we progress into phase 3, the heavy light method, this is one of my favorite types of supersets to help fatigue the muscle. Basically, what it means, we have one exercise, in this case, the barbell box squat, focusing on the quads, where we use a heavy load, just say 50 kilo, for instance, on the 6 to 8 reps. And then we drop into an easier load, which would be the dumbbell drop lunge, again, to further fatigue the muscle. So the dumbbell drop lunge is to further fatigue the quads. We've just used them during the back squat. The back squat is at 50 kilo. We're using 2 10 kilo dumbbells for our dumbbell drop lunges. So by the time we finish that superset, the quad should be on fire. And the same goes for the second superset. We've got your underhand rows, supinated rows, focus on the back and biceps. We'll do a heavy load, maybe at 50 kilogram again, and then we'll drop into the seated dumbbell bicep curl, which we would have used during our rows. Just say, for instance, 2 10 kilogram dumbbells for each arm. Again, by the end of that, your biceps will be on fire. Okay, so that's the heavy light method. Moving on to phase 4, pyramid setting. As you can see, we've got 4 working sets. 4 working sets for both rack pull from below the knee and the dumbbell bench press. In set 1, we've got 10 reps. Set 2, we've got 8 reps. Set 3, 6 reps. And set 4, 4 reps. And basically what pyramid setting means, it means as we lower the reps, we increase the load. And we can do this both ways. We can actually increase the reps and decrease the load. So basically for your rack pull, you might do 50 kilogram for 10 reps. You might do 55 kilogram for 8 reps. You might do 60 kilogram for 6 reps and then 65 kilogram for 4 reps. So again, we're increasing the load for the less reps. Whereas with the dumbbell bench press, you might start off with 10 kilogram each hand. Then we do 8 reps. We'll then maybe go to 12.5 kilogram. We might do 15 kilogram for 6 reps and then 17.5 kilogram for 4 reps. So that's your pyramid sets. And then our 5th and final training phase, 6 to 8 reps. And we've been using 6 to 8 reps in the first, the second and third phase, but now in the 5th phase, our loads should be at their highest, okay? We've created strong foundations, we've overloaded, we should be pushing out more loads. So for the first 2 main exercises, generally, we will be 6 to 8 reps, as you can see in the following workout there, 6 to 8 reps on the back squat, and then 6 to 8 reps on the neutral grip seated drum. Then the reps might increase then to 8 to 10 reps, 10 to 12 reps, and 15 reps. But the main focus is pushing out the higher loads on the first initial exercises, as well as the other exercises, but most importantly on the first 2 initial exercises. So check back to previous phases and make sure we're starting to push out some heavier loads. And just to note, guys, you do not need to go into previous sessions to find your exercise history, okay? Just say, for instance, you're doing the back squat session and you want to see what you did last time. Underneath back squat, you will see exercise history. Press exercise history, and this will take you to all the back squats and the history of those back squats. If you can't find the history, say for instance, it is a heels elevated back squat and you're now on a back squat, simply put heels elevated and it will come in on the search bar. Okay, and it's as easy as that. You can also copy and paste the results over and amend them to suit, just to save time. And it's something that I do quite often. But again, look at your exercise history and look at the notes that you have made so that you can improve on them and push yourselves to be in a better position. Now, just before you get started, here are some common issues that we see with training programs. But the main thing I want to get across to you is you need to be pushing your loads up. Again, if you're not taking yourselves out of your comfort zone, if you're not testing yourselves physically, then your body is not going to change and adapt, okay? We need to increase those loads to become stronger and to create more lean muscle mass. Again, the example would be if you're doing 50 kilogram back squats and you're always achieving 8 reps, then push the load up to 52.5 kilogram or even 55 kilogram. If it's a 6 to 8 rep range, as long as we're getting the 6, 7 or 8 reps, that's fine. If you always get 8 reps, push the load up. If you're only getting 6 reps, that's absolutely fine because you are in the rep range. Just say, for instance, you push the load up to 57.5 kilogram and you achieve 5 reps, there's nothing wrong with that. You can either trial it again and try and see if you can get the 6 reps, or go back down to 55 kilogram and push the 6, 7 or 8 reps, okay? But again, challenge yourselves, take yourselves out of your comfort zone, push as hard as you can, become as strong as you can. Let's create as much lean muscle mass as possible, and let's become the healthiest versions of yourself.